Hi friends, I'm Citizen Oluwatosin. Welcome to another video. On this special edition, we have the big boss with us, and we actually brought him in to talk to us about the mobile app Taptap Send. Taptap Send is becoming a household name within the Africa, Caribbean, and diasporan community. And recently, they found their foot in and UAE, and many users have been subscribing to it, and many Nigerian users too and African users have been subscribed to it. And I was hearing about the news, how they have good rates and all. And so we reach out, and today we are lucky to have the big boss in the house. He's going to tell you the position he holds. He's a big boss. So he's going to tell you the position he holds. We are going to be having a chat about what Taptap sent, what they do. And because for me, I'm very happy because first when I heard about it, app, I was like, who are the people behind the app? So it is very good when you are using a mobile app. There's a face to it. There's a location to it. I'm so excited to have him with us. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Tosin. Thank you for having us today.
Okay. Please tell our friends your name and maybe a little background about yourself before we now dive into the app.
Okay. Thank you. Hello, everyone, and warm greetings from Taptap Send. My name is Alexander Grant. I lead growth for East and West Africa for Taptap Send in UAE. Just to add a few more regions to what Tosin had also previously highlighted, we do not only send money to Africa and the Caribbean, we send money to South America. We also send money to Asia, right? So we're growing very, very rapidly. We exist solely to support immigrants and diasporans from these regions who go outside to, the Western world, right? So UK, Canada, Europe, the USA, and of course the UAE, to hustle and send money back home, right? To make lives easier for their families and loved ones back home. So we really exist to make it as easy as possible, right? So when we talk of easy, it's right from the palm of your hand. When we talk of cost effective, we give you amazing rates. We do not charge transfer fees. And most importantly, those emergency calls can come in every now and then. So beyond just having the convenience of being able to attend to that emergency right there and then, there's also the speed of delivery of funds, right? So let's call this the Holy Trinity in terms of benefits of Taptap Send. So we give you no transfer fees, we give you competitive rates, and we give you fast transfers.
I can attest to the speed.
Yes.
I can attest to the speed because a few days ago I had reasons to send, all this urgent 2K, and it is just like sending a text message.
Yes.
Sending money on Taptap Send just like sending a text message. Like I sent it now, and I just tell the person that you should receive it in a couple of hours. And no, I received it already. I'm like,
yeah,
it is that fast.
Yeah.
And that's one good thing your company brought to the game, changing the game of how money is being sent. Because before now, I know the conventional way people send money, call the street agent, give them money. Sometimes people are not even they are not that secured giving them money because some of these guys, they disappear with their money.
Mm-hmm.
But using Taptap Send change the game.
Yes.
It gives convenience. People can send money by themselves.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, Taptap Send now in UAE. How long have you guys been around?
Our offices are located in DIFC, in Gate Avenue.
Okay.
So of course, maybe I should also shed some light on our licensing and regulation. So we're a regulated financial institution. You are very, very, very safe doing business with us, transacting through us. We are licensed and regulated by the Dubai Financial Services Authority. To those who have an appreciation of what it takes to be licensed by such institutions, you would know that we're the real deal. We're here to stay. We're here to improve lives. Okay. speed of delivery, again, it's something that cannot be understated, right?
Yeah.
And you're right. We've really brought a different energy,
It's
to
changed the
to
game.
the game, and I think that a lot of competitors have also tried to step up, both on the competitive, trying to offer better rates and trying to offer faster speeds of delivery. In terms of no transfer fee, I would say we are still pretty much in a lane of our own. We know some people do some promotions here where they'll say, some free transfers, etc. But for us, that is our DNA, right? That is the business model of the company. It's not a promotion or anything like that. It's not for a giving period. With Taptap Send, it's no transfer fees. All right. So you always expect that from us.
And that's exciting. No transfer fee and fast service. That's cool. Now,
I'd like you to make it. Let's. I want the three to always hammer in as a holy trinity.
okay,
No transfer fee, competitive rates, fast transfers.
competitive rates.
Yes.
I can also attest to that. There was a time I was having conversation and with some guys, and someone is bringing up, I say, the rate, and when we checked the rate, actually Tap Send rate is better. We had like three rate from the street guys, from some other app, but Tap Send come up. I was proud. It was a proud moment from him. Like, you see what I'm telling you about? You should use this Tap Send. And I love the waves that you guys are bringing in. The trinity you talk about, because for me, I like to see a problem and create solution to the problem. And that is what my cup of tea has done in the Nigerian community. People were having an issue and nobody knows the information about what is wrong or what is happening. Then we step up and start giving people information. Now, that is why I love what you guys bring, because before now, sending money is a whole lot of headache for people. Some time ago, I was staying in Al Bashir. Then if I had to send money, I need to come down to Dera.
Yeah.
There was a day I did that trip, and when I get to Dera, I found some nice stuffs and bought them. Going back home, I left them in the metro.
Oh, no.
So with Tap Send coming on board now, there's no need to go out of your home. Even at your lunch break, you can just on your phone and make something happen. Now, people are having complaint about how they can link their bank, or there's a number of complaints have been a concern, and I want us to discuss that also.
Sure.
Because we have you here today.
Absolutely.
So let them hear directly from you. When they hear from you the big boss. When they hear directly from you, it's different from when we are talking about it. Now, some of the concern people are having is, how can they link their bank to the Tap Send?
Okay, so in terms of payment methods in general, okay, there are three key categories, right?
Okay.
The first is the bank. You can link your bank account to the application. When you go through that process, essentially every time you want to make a transfer, there will be a prompt, and then you would go to your banking side and then authorize, and then that goes through. The second option, which is to me is the easiest one, this is the one that I really prefer, my preference for everyone.
Okay.
And that is with your debit card, right? Because it's very easy. You just put that on card number. It's the same way you would put your debit card on your Amazon or your Netflix or whatever the case is, right?
Okay.
So it's really easy. You can always change cards, remove cards. You can have your favorite card. You can have a number of cards. So it gives you a lot more flexibility. The third one, which I'll say is pretty much linked to the second, but it's a sub point, right? So because we know that a lot of our brothers and sisters get paid on a salary card, some might not have a full-fledged bank account, but they have a salary card. So we've tweaked the app to be able to accept these salary cards as well.
Okay.
So these are the three main ones. The bank, I'll be very, very honest. I hope my team will not be too upset with me playing down the bank option. That is there because we just want to give as many payment options as possible.
Okay.
In terms of what is realistic, in terms of what is easy, because when I speak about TapTap Send, I like to speak of the convenience of it. You know what I'm trying to say? I don't think there's any payment method more convenient than your card. It's secured, right? We're very, very, very secure. We're held to very, very high standards. So as far as security and all of that, it's super, super, super secure. Also, we do the two-factor, or the authentication. Your bank would send you like a code, especially if it's a new recipient. So the app is intelligent as well. When you add a new beneficiary, for example, the app can pick up on that. I'm like, and it can ensure that an extra layer of security comes in. So you'll receive a code to input, like a verification code, before the transaction goes through. I also urge everyone to put on the biometric feature, right? It's easy for login. It also helps with the payment. Yes, with the payment side, right? So once you're authorizing the payment, you can capture, be it your face, fingerprints, whatever form of biometric setup you have on your phone, right? So what I'll tell everyone is really just use the card. There are options there, but
It's
the
better with
easiest
a
one
card.
always.
Okay, that's great. That's great. Now, another thing is sometimes people feel like, TapTap Send, is it a UAE company? Where is the company from? Is it an Asian company? Is it an African company? What is the origin of the company?
Okay, the origin of the company, so originally it started out in the US, spread out to the UK.
From
so
the
these
US.
Yes. So our founder actually is an American. So he's actually he has a very, very interesting profile, I must say. So he's from a humanitarian background in a sense, but it's all been very fintech, his previous startups, his previous businesses that he's still involved in have to do with systems for NGOs to be able to send money back home very easily. He also had a system whereby people in the diaspora, or just good benevolent people in general, can actually go on this platform and look for profiles of people that they wish to help, right? So you can have, let's say, a Musa in Kaduna. All he needs is he wants a bike, to be able to do, some Okada business or something like that, So as you can see, there's a certain trajectory already. And he said, why not take it a step further and make it easier for diasporans to be able to send money back home, right? So there was, first of all, empowering the NGOs, right? Giving them, a good payment rail. Then there was giving people the opportunity to help people themselves directly. And then now we are at TapTap Send, where this is simply about being able to move money back home, as easily as possible, whether it's to help someone, whether you're buying land, whether you're paying your kids' school fees back home, whether someone has a medical emergency. So it's a lot more broad. So this is kind of the philosophy and the identity, of our founder in leadership. And I would say, as far as the makeup of the company, right, you find a lot of people like myself, right? So we built a team of people within the diaspora. So you can think of TapTap Send as, there was FUBU back in the day, for us by us, right? So TapTap Send is like for the diaspora by the diaspora, right? So you have people like myself, who I've been in the UAE since 2014. So of course, coming into the industry, I was very, very familiar with the pain points and the challenges with sending money. You spoke about an instance where you went to Dara to do a transaction, and it ended up being more than you bargained for. You ended up leaving your stuff, And honestly, I think that whole route, it's become so status quo and so normal that people don't even realize that the costs actually really accumulate. First of all, there's time. The whole thing is a time and lengthy process. So that's already a given. You have to use an ATM and withdraw cash, because more often than not, it's going to be a cash sort of transaction, right? There's going to be your transportation cost, right? This is going there, right? As far as the rates, it might not be a great rate. You might not be aware of TapTap Send and do any proper comparison. All you do is, you call up your man. He knows you're coming with the cash, ready to send. So really, when you really put all these things together, the time aspects, right? The costs, be it hidden, be it direct, and then ultimately the inconvenience you're ultimately subjecting yourself to, right? If you were in your home and you are sent your money, you wouldn't have found yourself in the situation that you did. But I'm very careful when I speak about that situation, because the truth is there's a lot of our brothers and sisters out here who do not have an Emirates ID, right? If you don't have an Emirates ID, you cannot use Taptap Send. Again, we're a heavily regulated financial institution, so there are people within the system who would still have families back home that are relying on them, and they need to get money across, so though I think that there is a space for that. So I'm not encouraging that, because technically it's black market, but what I'm trying to say is that I want to be a bit more targeted in terms of how we speak about Taptap Send, because we have to be realistic. If you don't have an Emirates ID and you don't have a form of election, you cannot use it. So we are speaking to our people, our brothers and sisters who are here working. You have your Emirates ID. You have all the means to be able to take advantage of this comfort and the convenience that Taptap Send provides.
Yeah. Once you have Emirates ID, you can use Taptap Send. Without Emirates ID, you cannot use it.
Yes, Emirates ID and a form of electronic payments, because remember, we don't take cash, right?
Yeah.
So whether you have a bank account or whether you get
salary card,
or you get a digital bank with your Emirates ID, I mean, there's a whole lot of options. I think you did a session where you spoke extensively about, some of the Almarayas and co.
Yeah, for our this month, also the last Saturday of this month, on the 30th of November, we are still going to be having another section where we'll be hosting everyone that has Emirates ID but do not have bank account. The last section we had was on the 26th of October, and some days ago, some ladies were sending me messages on WhatsApp that she just got a ATM card and that the checkbook is coming after some days. I'm like, wow, that's nice. So people actually do not know that within 30 minutes, you can have a bank account in UAE here within 30 minutes. And the session we had, some people go on with like 2 bank accounts. Even on one bank, you can have 2 accounts, savings account and current account. And also in that section, we teach them, we enlighten them on how to use especially the checkbook, because some people have misused the checkbook in time past and they fall into many troubles. So that's part of what we do, giving information.
I really commend you. It's a wonderful initiative, because even beyond Taptap Send, which we're very happy that you're pushing something like this. Generally, it's financial inclusion. People are here working. Don't be keeping your dirhams under your bed. Just get yourself an account. And get properly structured. With your finances.
That's a good thing. And the festive season is coming now. People need to send money back home to family at home. I would encourage everyone that currently have a bank, currently have Emirates ID, to please get Taptap Send. On the screen there, you will see my promo code, Citizen TTS. When you use my promo code for the first transaction, you'll be getting 30 dirham.
So you can really go on the app, put any figure, whether it's in dirhams or it's in naira, right? So you can put 40 dirham, you can put 47 dirham, you can put 41 dirham. You can put 111 dirham. So you can play with these figures, and it charges your account exactly, and your balance will remain intact.
No sending rates, no sending fee, nothing.
No sending fee.
And even the street guys, they don't take all these amounts. The least I think they take is 100. That's another good point why you should have Taptap Send. And for me, I'm so much excited about what Taptap Send does, bringing solution. And I don't see a reason why anyone that has Emirates ID would not have Taptap Send on their phone. Because I like the fact that your company also, they are purpose driven, they are focused. You are not just into this, that Taptap. Because when I said this, when I first saw the name, Taptap Send, was Taptap Send. So when I now get to know more about it, I'm like, oh, they only send. So the focus is sending. Not
tap and send.
That's good. So the focus is, they are focused. They're not just, you can do this on us, you can do this, you can do this, you can do that. Maybe that will come later. But I like the fact that they focus on a service and doing it very well. So I encourage everyone to have it on their phone. And Alex is here is discussing also with us that Taptap Send in UAE, they are regulated by the Dubai
Financial Services
Financial
Authority. So DFSA.
You are not just dealing with some guys that you send money through their app and getting the money is an issue. Every time people send money, getting it fast is usually the headache, especially when you deal with all these roadside agents, because until you receive the money, then you are you are calm. So that's why I love the speed Taptap Send is bringing. Like this, you can get the money. And also, we have had some conversation before talking about community service and community development, and I love the fact that Taptap Send is a community hub taking care of community of people in diaspora. You want to tell us more about the community service your company is doing? As I've seen some videos some time ago.
Yeah. So so for us, we are looking to be more than just a money delivery company. We really want to be part and parcel of the community, which is why when we met at the Nigeria Independence Branch
yeah,
that we co-sponsored, that event.
Mm.
We think that it's important because it's that is the identity of the company. Like I said, we are not your typical, we're a social impact company. We are not your typical everyday capitalistic company. I'm not saying we're not here to make money also, but we really put the people first. Right. And that's why, even going back to the point you made about the simplicity of the app, the fact that it's just about sending, and that's true. The other features you'll find on the app is you can, for example, you can buy airtime for your loved one back home.
Oh, really?
Yes, airtime, data. These things they're becoming very, very, very expensive. So maybe in the local naira currency, it might be a bit tedious, but for you, it will cost you next to nothing in dirhams to just bless your loved one with some data, with some airtime, or something like that. So we are very intentional about even the direction that we are taking this app. So when you would see more products and features, you would find that they have a lot to do with back home. There are financial apps that you can use to solve certain problems here. There's certain apps you can use and you can pay Salik and da 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 da. That's not our identity. That's not the direction in which we are going. It's very much diaspora oriented, right? In terms of what things they need to take care of back home and the ability to support back home. All right. But back to the main points on community. That is the angle that we are trying to take, because that is what best communicates who we are. We're also trying to do a lot within the community. So we're partnering with the likes of yourself. We consider you as a strong community voice. You touch on a lot of topics, of current affairs for Nigerians, and I would say Africans at large. I mean, a lot of your content is not necessarily Nigerians in a box, but for the people in general. So looking to partner more with people like you, support you, because it's indirect, right? So by helping you, by supporting you on the back, you also support us, but you're also able to do more, impact more, give out more information, help people solve more problems. For us, we're looking, obviously we're a bit selective in terms of where we go and how we represent ourselves, but anything that has a ring of community to it. So independence celebration, some sort of something nationalistic, for any of the countries that we serve. If we have an opportunity to do things like, I'm looking to do things like health screenings, for example, because a lot of our people, unless there's something wrong, they don't go and get checked out. So we care, and we're really looking to let that manifest more in our doings and dealings,
Great.
in the community.
I love that the head screening. I love that. Okay, friends, watch out. Very soon we'll be making some announcements about my cup of tea and Taptap Send on some community projects, because at the end of the day, we are who we are because of the community we come from, or the community we are building. And one good thing about Taptap Send is the referral program.
Yes.
Apart from people using the app to send money, they can also give their code to their promo code to their friends, their family, and they are making money. Please,
Exactly.
I want you to hit more on that, because this is an avenue for people to make extra cash on the side.
Yeah.
Please
Yeah.
tell us
Yeah,
about
so
it.
that's something we're very excited about, and I think this also borders on community, right? So while you're using the app, right, we've also created that avenue for you to be able to share the love. Please don't sit in the corner and be using Tap Send by yourself. Tell your friends and family, but you don't need to tell them for free, right? You can get a benefit from it. So right in the app, there's a section where you can refer friends. It actually can draft a message for you, or you can simply copy your code and just share that directly. So it's up to you. And with that referral code, you are able to give your friends a bonus amount on their first transfer. It doesn't matter where in the world they are, by the way. They can be not just in the UAE, they can be in US, Canada, Europe, UK, wherever. Okay. Anywhere that Tap Send is active, you can share that code with them. They will get a bonus on their first transfer. And once that transfer successfully goes through, you'll see that you have actually been credited yourself on the app. And it's very interesting because sometimes you're doing it, you're not even checking to see, oh, did it go through? Did they use it? Then maybe the day that you wanted to go and send, you realize that, you have like 120 dirham just sitting there. Yeah, 40 dirhams per person. If you refer 3 people and they successfully used it, it will just be sitting there. Maybe you wanted to send 150. You already have 120 there. You're just going to add 30 from your card, and then it's gone. So we grow together.
It's very sweet.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm just checking my phone. Anyone use my referral code today? When I use this thing, when I use this thing, it's actually sweet getting free money.
Yes.
Somebody called me. I say, Citizen, I just used your referral code. Wow, I got 30 dirham. I want to. Can I use it again? I still get another 30. I said, I like free to. It's just only once. It's just only once.
So guys, once you get on the app, please share. I mean, you're sharing love. One point I always like to hammer on is the fact that we expiry date is probably a very strong word to use, but we'll all go home one day, right? So whether it's you are sending money to support family, or you're sending money home to save, or whatever the case is, every one of our brothers and sisters out here who has an Emirates ID can benefit from this. That is one topic that is common to all of us. It doesn't matter whether you are a doctor, you are a security guy, or it doesn't matter. We all have that need to send money back home. We all have dependents. We all have future plans. We all have little things that we're doing. So this is a subject that it's so common, and I really hope that we speak about it more, and put your people on. Send them a referral code. Give them something small. You get something small, and we grow together.
For me, I would like also to hammer on those that does business. They should use Tap Send more, because we have had cases of people giving money to their agent to send money for them, and the guy disappeared and all. But if you do business and you send money in bulk, you send large money, use Tap Send, because you will not imagine how much you have been keeping on the table, how much you have been losing using the street agent to send money for you. If you use Tap Send to, people are doing business here, they're coming to buy gold, they are doing business, sending a buyer home. You can use Tap Send to send those money back home to Nigeria, your large amount of money. Use Tap Send and you have rest of mind. That's one thing I love about the app. The peace of mind that comes with it. Yes. Because we are talking about money, and like I said earlier, until you get the money, when you give it to the agent to send, until you get it on your bank account, then you can just sigh. But when you use Tap Send, no matter the volume, you are dealing with a company that is regulated by UAE government, by Dubai authority. You are dealing with a company that has a location, that has a face to it. So friends, I seriously
sorry,
encourage.
if I can just add a point there. So the agent that you are using, right? He doesn't really have control over what is going on. You've given him dirhams. He's gone on his access bank.
Some of them are even using Tap Send.
We are watching you. So
Some of
you,
them,
yeah,
stop that saying.
yeah. But for the ones that are doing the local transfer, all they are doing is a local transfer from their bank to the designated accounts that you have
Mm,
provided that you want the money to go to.
mm.
If there's any technical downtime, if for any reason it doesn't go through, the guy is just as stuck as you are. But when
Ah,
you're sending through us, because we have more control over the flow, we can
oh,
ascertain what is going on. If there's, for example, the money, let's say hooks, for example,
mm,
in the event that it fails, yes, get the money back. But I'm talking about even just seeing it through or massaging it through if
mm.
for any reason there is any issue, or even just providing information. Maybe we are able to tell you in more clear terms that, oh, for the Access Bank or GT Bank or whatever the case is, their system is down right now. That's why it's taking a bit of time to reflect.
Oh, okay.
Your agent has no idea. He's just doing a normal He would have to probably do his own inquiries and stuff to find
Ah,
out.
okay.
So the convenience of it and that transparency, it's invaluable. It's priceless in that.
Actually, dealing with money, transparency
Yeah.
is very good. It's priceless. Okay, I will encourage everyone to have it on their phone. You do business, your salary guy, have tap send on your phone. Share the code with your friends and family. Tell somebody about tap send today. Doing that, you are not doing it for free. You are making some cool cash
Yeah.
from
And,
it.
and and regarding sending money as well, right? So there are some preset send limits. Maybe I should just quickly speak to
Ah,
that.
okay.
There are some preset limits. However, if you hit that limit and you wish to obviously go beyond that, send more
Ah,
than that,
okay.
that's very, very possible. All you do is you reach out to us, and we would ask you to provide a source of wealth information, right?
Mm.
Which means that all we need to see is that you are legitimately earning, right? Those limits are set per a basic level of information from you. When you want to go above those limits, right? So, when we talk of the businessmen, people who are sending, really, really large amounts back home, that is one extra step that is required. But it's for obvious reasons. Again, we are financially regulated. We need to be able to prove to authorities that, we've done the necessary due diligence on this person. This is what he does. He's earning this amount. And based off that, we've removed the send limits to allow him to be able to
send more.
to send more than the default setting.
Okay,
that's
that's the nice one. That's a nice one. When with your permission, we'll keep your mobile number on this production. Is that okay?
Yes, please. Yes,
Okay.
please. Yes, please.
Great. So if you have
we
at
did
any time,
together.
I like that.
Yeah.
So at any time, if you face any difficulties using your tap send, you can reach out to me. I think by now everybody have my mobile number. Every Nigerian in UAE has my mobile number already. It will still be on the display there. And Alex mobile number too, and his email will be on the display too. So that if you at any time encounter difficulties using tap send, you can immediately reach out to me or you reach out to him. The good thing is the team are always ready to help. Last week, a friend of mine was trying to install Taptap Send and was facing some difficulties. We just put our email through, and within 25 minutes, we got a response on the email. So the team are always ready to help. You are dealing with a non-company, and you're secured. The security and transparency is there. Thank you so much for this conversation. I don't know if you have anything to say as we wind up.
I mean, it's been pretty exhaustive. I think we've really touched on all the major points. I guess my closing remarks would be, first of all, thank you to you. I know what you do for the community goes beyond just tap send, which is why, again, we're really happy to work with you, support you, not even just because of what we benefit from you, but because of what you also represent in the community. So giving you as much resources as possible to be able to do more for the community is exactly what why we exist. And then to our lovely viewers out there, thank you for joining us. I hope we answered a few questions. I think there were a few frequently asked questions were definitely addressed in this. If anything else, My number, I believe, is somewhere here. Always, feel free to reach out to me. And remember, we're here for you guys. We want to grow with you guys. If you have suggestions as well in terms of ways in which we can be more impactful in the community, right? We're not just here for the show, right? It's not just about, oh, tap tap is here, tap tap is there. We want to do really, really impactful things. So be it via Tosin or via myself, please do reach out. And we're looking for more and more ways to connect with you guys. And I just want you guys to also know that there may be options out there. But this is a brand, this is a company that has been deliberately established. It's a purpose-driven remittance company. And we're here to support you. You, the diasporans, you, the immigrants, you, the people who have left your families and loved ones back home to go and hustle. We want to make it as easy as possible for you to be able to send money back home and get as much bang for your buck as possible. Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming around. Really appreciate your time on the show. Thank you, friends, for joining. When you want to send money back to your friends, your family back at home, sending it is one thing. Them getting it on time is another thing. When you send money and it doesn't get there on time, or do you want to pay for your children's school fee, or you want to send money for Christmas? Imagine you send money for Christmas, they are getting the money after Christmas. Christmas is not finished now. So use Taptap Send. Use my promo code Citizen TTS to get free 30 dirham on your first transaction. Watch out from this channel. We're going to be bringing out more Taptap Send content, how you can use it, and for people for different works, blue collar job, and people from all walks of life, how you can use Taptap Send and get benefit from it. Don't worry, we'll get there. And on our live show too, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 9 p.m., we have live section where we talk about visa update, work permit, and everything you need to live a comfortable life here in UAE. Tap Send also is sponsoring some minutes on every of our live stream where we talk about how you can use Tap Send, how convenient their service here, and if you have any difficulties using the app, you can come around to we enlighten you on how to go about stuff. And watch out for more enlightenment content about how to use Tap Send and the benefit that comes with it. Thank you, friends, for joining. I'm Citizen Oluwatosi, and we'll meet in another video. Bye.